In a land far, far away, there is a religion that came to be when the universe was created due to chaos and the kami, and they appeared. Kami relationships resulted in a brother, Izangagi, he who invites, and a sister, Izanami, she who invites. The siblings thrust a jeweled spear into the ocean and formed the central island of Japan. The siblings discovered sexual intercourse leading to other children and kami. Their production of the offspring led to the creation of the other islands of Japan and other kami. The holy books of Shinto are the Kojiki, or records of ancient matters, and the Nihonji, or chronicles of Japan. They are a compilation of myths and ancient teachings that have been passed down by mouth. There is not a sacred scripture in Shinto. Now we will begin by teaching of the essential shared beliefs and central rituals.
The foundation of the Shinto is the devotion to invisible spiritual beings and powers called kami. Kami are the creators of all aspects of the earth, but they are not considered to be gods. They are not perfect, and their essence may be of good or evil. The most important kami have stories created about them, including the creators and the ancestors of ancient Japanese clans. There are kami in Shinto tradition, and each rule over a single element. Kami's property is sacred or mystical element in almost anything. Kami may live in anything that is considered to be awe-inspiring in the humanly realm, such as the elements and forces of nature. The natural world is what is considered to be sacred in Shinto belief. Human beings do not possess kami, but some outstanding individuals may in the afterlife. Kami are not inherently different in kind from human beings or nature. They are just a higher manifestation of life energy. Kami are close to human beings and respond to human prayers. They can influence the course of natural forces and human events. The rituals of the Shinto are not presented in a holy book, and their highly ritualized worship has been passed down through generations of practice. Rituals enable human beings to communicate with the kami, and worship may take place in shrines or at home. The basic structure of shrine worship consists of cleansing and preparations, from sweeping to washing, invocations of the kami through words and teaching, offerings, and ritual purification. Shinto worship and rituals are centered around the 4 affirmations of Shinto practice, which emphasize living with sincerity and virtue, possibly only by an awareness of the divine. These include tradition and family. The Shinto understand that family is the foundation for preserving traditions. The next is love of nature and holding nature to be sacred. Ritual purity is ritual bathing to spiritually and physically cleanse yourself before entering a shrine to worship the kami. Although purification is commonly done with water, shibatsu is a purification ritual in which salt is sprinkled on priests or worshippers. One notable use of salt purification is when sumo wrestlers sprinkle salt around the ring to purify it before a fight. Matsuri is worshiping and honoring the gods and ancestral spirits. Usually this is done in the form of festivals.
Here is the general layout for a Shinto shrine. There is a main hall called Honden and offering hall, Hayden, which are combined to make one building. Each has its own purpose. The main hall is where the kami reside in the innermost chamber, and prayers and offerings are made in the offering hall. Shinto shrines are a place of worship and where the kami reside, and they cannot be seen by anybody because they are within the deepest chamber of the shrine. It is also interesting to note that the shrines have many aesthetic pieces that resemble Buddhism. There are many different shrines: imperial shrines, inari shrines, hachiman shrines, tenjin shrines, sengen shrines, oyama shrines, etc. But we do not have time to go into detail on all of them. Of note, there are many important symbols and structures found at a shrine. Torii is a gate that marks the entrance to the shrine, and most that are seen are orange and black. Komeinu are either a pair of dogs, lions, or foxes on each side of the entrance for protection. There is also a purification trough, which is a fountain used for purification, which is very important when entering the main hall of a shrine. There are of course stages for theatrical performances or bugaku, dancing, and there are ima, which are wooden plates used for people to make wishes to leave on the ima so that they will come true. Omikuji are similar to what we may think of when we open a fortune cookie at a restaurant. They are fortune-telling slips that contain random predictions of good or bad luck. And lastly, we have the shiminawa. It is a rope made from straw, with white zigzag strips marking the boundary to the sacred shrine or other things considered sacred.
Shinto attire has mostly remained unchanged since the Heian period in Japan. Clothing for both men and women are vastly white in color as a symbol of purity. Clothing for men in the Shinto tradition include the seiso, which is a formal or ceremonial attire, the reiso, a fully white robe for Shinto purification, and the suneso, the normal non-formal attire for Shinto ceremonies. Clothing for women also include the seiso, or formal ceremonial wear, and the miko, which is most commonly worn robe for female shrine maidens. Shinto devotional practices are centered greatly around matsuri, which may be translated to serving or honoring kami. One of the most common and profound practices in Shintoism is the visiting of shrines for prayer. Another important devotional practice is the offering of food and water to the kami. Before initiating prayer or interacting with the kami, purification is done either symbolically by the wand of a priest or with the rinsing and bathing of oneself in water.
Shinto festivals are known as matsuri, which means to serve. Shinto festivals usually take place during farming seasons and consist of celebrations, feastings, performances, and music. Festivals are loud, with lots of activity, and are centered on particular kami. The festivals begin with kami mukai. Kami mukai means welcoming the kami. Shinto shrines and temples hold a ceremony to welcome the kami to earth. This is a picture of
Kanamara Matsuri,
which is the festival of fertility. The main event of a Shinto festival is the Shinko. Shinko means the procession of the kami. Carrying of enshrined kami allows for the kami to visit the local territory. The end of a Shinto festival is marked by the kami okori. This involves sending the kami back to the heavens. Shinto festivals commemorate important dates that are related to the shrine, and followers give thanks for blessings such as childbirth, coming of age, planting and harvest, fertility, health, and business success. One popular Shinto festival is known as the Dozojin Matsuri, or Fire Festival. This festival involves burning of talismans, decorations, and other ornaments used during the New Year's festival. Shinto followers believe that the crackling of bamboo in the fire will tell the listeners whether the year will be a lucky one or not for health and a rich harvest.
Shinto has many different aspects and divisions that ultimately lead to the spiritual worship of the kami. From the essential shared beliefs to the devotional practices, Shinto has many different amusing practices that may bring people who practice this religion much closer. Furthermore, now you can see why people may be attracted to the religion, from the beautiful shrines to the fun festivals that are associated with the religion.
May the many different kamis be with you.